Oh, I need to remember how to do this. Bertok. 3. Now you have 6. And Raffin. Now you have 10. Ooh, Raffin's just about to level 6.
Ooh, cool. And Bertok got to level 6 last session, the session before?
Last, I think. Pretty sure last session.
Yep. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Where did we leave off?
Oh, man.
There was some concern with the crew about whether the airship was ever heading back to Tyrium at any point. And there was Raffin had his agenda to go to Delgar.
He was trying to convince everybody else that we needed to stop by Delgar first, and then go to Tyrium.
Right. And I think I'm not sure if there was I think the general consensus was that they were going to Tyrium next. In any case.
Okay.
In any case, I put it on the start screen just as a kind of reminder of what the airship looks like. There's the balloon, and then hanging below the balloon is the ship itself.
Start screen? Oh, yeah. Okay, yep, got it. So we keep forgetting about the balloon portion. I mean, well, I kind of have, I know that. I just kind of assume we're always in the gondola. Always shooting out of the gondola and jumping off of the gondola and tackling people beside the gondola.
So, you guys are on the airship, and on this page, I added a small chart on the side of kind of what walls or what.
Yeah.
And
the legend of what these items are.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then a small reminder of what the ship looks like on the side there.
All right.
There we go.
Cool.
And everything should be movable now except for the machinery.
All right. And the walls.
And yes, and the walls.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep.
I like it. All right. Yeah. Where were we then?
Raffin, did you want to take ownership of the Cavendish's Lesser Swarm here? Yeah.
Let me remind myself of that. Because I remember getting it, I just don't remember exactly what it was. Raffin, huh? I have ship inventory. Is it in there?
I think so.
Cavendish's Lesser Swarm, 3 flying daggers. Oh! This was a spell that I had? Or a item with a spell?
An item that returns on its own. 3 floating daggers that return on their own after you throw them, essentially.
All right. What did I want to do with them? Did you ask?
I was confirming that Raffin was having them on his person.
Not at the moment. No, he's hidden.
Okay.
He's stuck those in the ship stores. We're just gonna keep them there.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so, Boffin is going to, look back and forth between you, Bertok, and Raffin, and, ask you guys if you want to sail anywhere, or if you want to stay here in Belfast, or...
no, we have nothing in Belfast of significant value. We've pretty much finished all of our valuables that we don't consider valuable have been liquidated, and we're ready to move on and acquire more valuables. This is what Raffin says. Bertok is like, I have nothing here either. Let's just move on. Let's get going. We have goblins to kill.
Alright.
And I'm starting with that cook. No, he says. Just kidding. We need
You hear
our
a
cook.
shriek. You hear a shriek from the back, and the cook hides up in one of the barrels.
Right. Alright.
You'll never find me. Ah.
That was me.
Okay.
I have a pistol.
Oh, wonderful.
A pistol that shoots water.
For what?
For cats. Because
Oh,
cats are
yeah.
bad. And cats scratch the couch, and cats climb on the railing of the stairs. And we don't want cats on the railing of the stairs. Okay, I'd say through discussion and such, Bertok will convince Raffin that we need to stop by Tyrium first.
Okay. That sounds good. Boffin will raise the anchor. The engineers will give a cheer in the engine room that they're finally going back to Tyrium, and they will raise the anchor. The engines will start, and the airship.
Right. The argument that he made for going to Tyrium is we are out of rum. We're going back to Tyrium to restock. Because we don't know if Delgar has rum, and we're not going to risk it.
Okay. The airship slowly sails.
You need to have your dotted line there. You need to have a little dotted line in it.
Oh, I wish we could do that.
Well, you could do the space thing. Do the space thing as you move it along.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So towards evening, one evening you guys have not quite stopped sailing. About to weigh anchor for the night, but Boffin will suddenly frown and kind of give the wheel a little test jiggle and say that there's something weird happening with the rudders at the top of on the balloon.
The letters?
Rudders. And you'll hear very faintly thumps as something lands on the balloon of the airship.
I see now why you wanted to remind me that there is a balloon in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have agility ratings but we do have dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Bertok will instruct Raffin to go check it out. Raffin, being the ever so helpful type for his friends, will comply, and he will run out and I don't recall where the ropes were. Oh, the ladders, yeah.
These ladders are all, ropes to the...
So he will run out to the side deck and then run up to the balloon via this ladder.
Alright.
Lean out, holding on. Oh, what's going on?
Raffin out this way just a hair.
Sure.
How do I get to do this?
You are excited.
I'm going to move Bertok out too, just so that you can manipulate him afterwards. Because...
You have a hidden layer that's going to cover everything?
I do.
Nice.
So normally on a manipulated...
Look at me.
Woo!
The balloon! Yay!
Cool. Oh, man.
Raffin.
Oh, let me zoom out, because that's just...
What? So this is the top. This is the top of the balloon here, and the ladder things are more or less contiguous with the ladders below. So these are rope ladders that kind of encircle the balloon.
Oh, I got it. Did you ever see the movie Rocket Man?
No.
Okay, it was a 90s movie that kind of harkened back to World War II, and it totally had this, where they were running up on top of the balloon fighting like Frankenstein's monster. It was quite...
Oh, really?
It was quite corny, actually, but also pretty fun.
Okay. So, Raffin, you're gonna climb up the ropes, peer around the side of the large engine there, and realize that large owlbear hybrids have landed on the balloon of the ship, and they are biting and tearing into it with their beaks and claws, apparently.
This is not
They think
good.
it is... No.
What do they think it is? This is...
Apparently they think it's some massive sky beast that they can eat. But...
Raffin looks over.
Actually, this one's... Yep.
Raffin's current position doesn't really make me very optimistic about his abilities, as he's hanging onto the grating of the fan, the propeller turbine thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, placing him in any mortal peril this way. He will fearlessly clamber over this grating that's covering the turbine and try to hang on for dear life as he leans up to get a better look. Yeah.
All right. This large one here will kind of bite the railing of this little upper deck here And eventually seem to be kind of dissatisfied that this balloon is actually not edible. Some air will be leaking out of the balloon from the rents in its claws, and
Yeah.
it will eventually peer down at the sound coming from Raffin's direction, and notice you, Raffin,
Okay.
and start to shuffle down towards you. Because you look more edible.
No.
than
I see. I see this glint in its eye.
Yes.
Does he notice? Does he have Bertok to confer with? Like, well, obviously it's probably too loud to yell over to him, but does he know that Bertok is coming up with him?
No. At the moment, Bertok is still down below.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just moved.
Yeah, got it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Raffin is going to remain on the grating over the turbine, the safety grating.
Okay.
And he's just going to cling to it.
Okay. The large owlbear here is going to let go and fly off silently into the night until Raffin, you, even with your good vision, cannot see it in the dimness. But it's out there somewhere.
Okay. Well, that said, he will immediately start climbing toward this leak. And, not knowing if this is allowed, whips out his last set of bandages. And he will place the plasticky tourniquet stuff over the hole to see if he can stop the airflow.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Sure, yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You'll be able to use the bandages to, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. Out of the darkness, I'm on the wrong level.
Yeah.
Sorry. Out of the darkness, your thief senses will tingle as the large owlbear swoops out of the twilight towards your back, Raffin.
Well, he will turn around, pulling his sword from its sheath and wielding it aloft, and while hanging on to the railing with his remaining hand. I'm very distracted at the moment.
I'm sorry.
It's not a problem. Yeah, he will wield his sword aloft, clinging to the railing with his bare hand, and swing it a couple times to try to scare the beast off.
Okay, make a hack and slash.
Oh, okay. That would be Raffin's hack and slash. Strength. Ugh.
Okay, yeah,
Does it at least scare it or startle it in any way?
No. It's going to actually land on you and pin you with its feet to to the balloon and the netting of the rigging there.
Raffin will scream like a little girl.
Bertok, what are you doing while the adventurous thief is? And I'm sorry the lower deck is hidden for you. But.
That's okay. He will be standing with Boffin and possibly getting nervous. Maybe I shouldn't have sent him up there alone. This might be bigger than we're anticipating. Whoa! Do you feel a list in the movement of this thing? He asks Boffin, thinking he felt the ship lurch a bit, maybe.
Yeah, Boffin will look up anxiously and says that unfortunately none of the engineers are really fighters. I would send one of them up. But I hope Baffin's okay up there.
I don't trust it. Probably should go up and check on him.
Agatha runs in with a sword she's been dragging around forever. I'll go up.
Oh.
I know how to fight.
Okay, well, we can use you then. Bertok eyes her suspiciously, but then nods and says, we can... Okay, if you think you can handle it, we probably ought to all go up. But, yeah, Agatha, you and I, maybe we'll go up the opposite sides and stuff.
That sounds good. Which side are you going up?
I'm going on the left, where he's at right now. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. And then let me find Agatha. Make another Agatha. 6, 3, 4. No. Here's. Agatha will climb up the other side here.
All right.
She gives you a nod before you both start to ascend, and
yeah.
She grips her sword as if she's not very used to handling it, but she meets you up at the top here and asks, well, what do you think we should do? Raffin, are you up here?
Shh! Quiet! Jeez. We're trying to find out what's going on here. He will peer up toward the pinnacle of the balloon and try to squint through the darkness to see what in the world is going on. I don't know if you can see around this curve in the balloon here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can see the two owlbears in the middle here at least, and Raffin possibly pinned.
Okay, yeah, he's going to kind of start in surprise and say, "Look, over there. They've got him. We're in trouble." He says,
Raffin will give a shriek. Yeah.
All right, scrambling upward.
Oh, and you can walk on the balloon itself, but
oh, okay.
It might be a little difficult terrain. I guess it is better to stick to the ropey stuff. So okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Well, I'll keep in mind that the balloon is fair game for walking.
Right.
All right. I'm trying to remember, what does Bertok have to work with? Flail. Armor, which eye? Okay. Yeah, he has his flail.
And that big butcher knife that you got from the goblin.
Did I keep that or did I put it away though? Because I don't have that in my inventory.
Oh. Last I heard, you still had it. Anyway, you do have your flail at least.
Yeah, and I plan on using that as my primary weapon here.
Okay. Yeah.
So, seeing Raffin, seeing the other owl. Wish we had a ranged attack, but we don't. Alright, Bertok being kind of not wanting to wait around and realizing that keeping Raffin alive is better than going after two targets at once, is going to rush down and attack this one and try to just wail at it. Just make a swing at it to see if he can make it topple backward.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, make a hack and slash against that. Wow. Yeah, you nail that guy hard.
For me, that is a perfect critical right there, too.
Yeah.
If they count in Dungeon World, I don't know.
I think it does somewhat, yeah. So, roll your damage for that?
Let me look through my 1d4 to damage. Okay. Okay, so he's just going to roll damage, which is d10 plus 1d4. That says Bertok.
All right. Okay, that is going to cause the owlbear to be somewhat stunned and roll backwards, letting go of Raffin in the process, and coming to rest down here near this engine. It'll have a big bloody knot on its head, and it'll shake its head angrily at you, Bertok.
Okay.
Raffin, what are you up to?
Raffin, is he stunned at all, or did he manage to just get away unscathed?
He managed to get away mostly unscathed.
Alright, realizing how Bertok has freed him from the owlbear's grasp, he will push himself to his feet, and turning on the spot will leap down after the owlbear and attempt to jump on top of it and pin it there. His goal is to try to shove its head into the turbine fan.
Okay, make a dexterity defy danger.
All right. you have a good DC for this one, because this is kind of a far-fetched idea. Alright. What's 8 give me?
Alright, you're going to be able to leap down hard onto the owlbear. It's going to instinctively grab you in a hug. And that hug wow. Man, those claws are gonna dig into your flesh and rip into your clothes and do 9 damage to you. Raffin.
Alright.
The owlbear is pinned, but you have not yet managed to shove its head yet into the propellers. It's close, but not
Alright. Am I able to come down? Do I have enough of an action to come down on it with my sword? In just like a shink at the same time?
Sure.
Or is the motion of trying to push on its head too much for me to accomplish?
I think that would be your action, trying to get the thing's head into the vent.
Okay, so I'll skip my sword attack then.
This owlbear here will have moved up curiously, standing right behind Bertok. And Agatha will Agatha will shout a warning to Bertok that there's an owlbear right behind him.
Well, don't just stand there yelling at me, he says back. Stab him for me. As he struggles to spin around on this ladder, clinging with one hand and steadying himself.
Yeah, she's going to actually miss that swing entirely, overjudge, and tumble down to the engine on the other side.
Oh man, okay. Bertok will. Seeing that Raffin is now on top, Bertok will turn and instead of actually moving toward the owlbear, finding that he's close enough to it, he will socket his flail into his belt, pull out the little sword that he has, I hope. Yeah, his goblin sword. With the frenzy and stuff.
Cool.
And he will. I don't know what frenzy means.
You don't have to use the frenzy for the sword. But
right. I'm not sure what it meant though.
You get advantage on your attack, a natural.
Okay.
The actual strength roll and on the damage roll.
Yeah.
But there's a cooldown afterwards. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so he will just make a straight attack on this guy.
Okay.
With that sword.
Cool.
Which results in... yeah, that's actually Bertok that rolled it, but...
Do they have the same strength?
No, but that was Bertok's character sheet that I rolled from, so... I just had Raffin selected in the thingy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That will hit the owlbear. Roll for damage.
Okay. Roll. plus 1d4 is 11. Take that.
Alright, that will cleave open a large area of this owlbear's neck. And it will squawk in pain, but manage to launch itself at you, Bertok, and lift you up in its back claws and flutter its arm wings madly so that you and it are suspended above the balloon.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Bertok will begin struggling to escape this grappled state that he's now finding himself in. Yeah, he is grappled, he is struggling. I doubt he can do anything at the moment, right?
Yeah, let's bring back to Raffin for a moment. Raffin, you were pinning the big owlbear to the side of the propeller there, trying to pin it and force its head.
Right.
What do you want to do now?
He, realizing that his attempt at awesome attacks aren't going to work, he simply, sitting up atop this owlbear, he brings his sword around and does the whole thing straight down into it.
Okay. Oof.
Oh man! It hits the owlbear's beak and glances off. Or something.
The airship hits a turbulent patch of air at that moment and throws off your aim as you go to try and stab this owlbear.
Yeah, and at the same time flinging me this way so that I have to quick grab onto the railing, the grating again.
No, you stay. Stop doing that. You stay. Come here. Come on, Raffin. Raffin. You get a buff. You go to the front. There you go, Raffin. Okay.
Thank you.
Raffin. No, the owlbear though is going to be very annoyed that you're on top of it, and is going to reach up with its beak and grab your shoulder.
I heard the professor called me Ashley in a response. This is a great critique, Ashley. You made me think. And my name is Victoria. And it says right there in the post that's my name, but whatever.
Did Ashley respond to your... Did Ashley respond to your thing?
No.
Oh, okay. What's up, Sean?
The owlbear is going to... the owlbear is going to reach up with its massive beak, rip into your shoulder,
And kill me?
No, it's going to do the worst of those two damage rolls. So 6 damage to you. Raffin.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I can handle -6. Oops. 3. Alright. Yeah. This is not good. Realizing that strength is not his forte. What does Agatha do?
Agatha, yeah. Agatha is going to be climbing back up here.
I have a
Seeing
periscope
that
in front
you're
of
in
my
a
face.
seeing that you're in a bind, Raffin,
Mhm.
she's going to no. She's going to chuck her spare vial that she had in her belt at the owlbear.
Okay.
The contents are going to splash on its eyes, and it is going to be. This is going to assist you, Raffin, in whatever you do next time to that owlbear.
Oh,
So,
cool. Okay.
Agatha is assisting you, but since she rolled a 7 to assist you, she's going to attract the attention of one of these owlbears,
No.
which comes up from the back fins and silent wing swoops by and snaps at her. Yeah, poor Agatha.
All
She's
right.
got this beast swiping at her from the air.
Yeah.
Alright. Bertok, Bertok, you are in the grip of an owlbear hovering above the ship.
Yes. Is his arms at least free? Are his arms free? Is his arms free?
Yeah, it's kind of got you by like one arm, so one arm is free.
All right. He still has his sword out, I imagine, with his other arm.
Yep.
He's just going to flail semi-wildly, doing his own little fighter rage thing. And he's going to make an
Yeah.
upward swipe with his sword to see if he can slash this thing right in the face.
Sure.
Or the
Sure.
underbelly or whatever he's got in reach.
But whatever you can reach. Yeah. Alright. Go for it.
Swipe. Cool.
Wow. Nice. Alright.
So,
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, roll for the damage.
I've killed him. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you're gonna cleave through this thing's wing and part of its head, and it's just going to collapse you and it onto the balloon here,
all right.
and you are going to be free of its claws and its grasp.
Yeah. And as one last flourish, I'm going to grab. I imagine there's some sort of netting holding the canopy in place to the ladders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lace my fingers into those, grab on, and then just sort of kick at the dead owlbear and watch it tumble off to the ground.
Whee! Goodbye, owlbear. You killed it. Alright.
Cool. All right.
Awesome. Okay, Raffin, you have since Agatha assisted you,
Mm-hmm.
Raffin, you have a +1 on whatever action you take against, well actually, whatever action you really take this turn.
Cool. Okay. It just stabbed at me with his beak, right?
Correct.
Okay. I am actually going to try to escape up the ladder. This thing
Okay.
is gigantic and it's freaking me out, and I'm not doing well. I don't think I can survive
Yep.
another failed attack against this thing, especially since I'm not as strong as I want to be. So I'm gonna try to escape.
Alright. Yeah, try a dexterity and defy danger. Should you get away?
1 minute. Okay. Yeah, dexterity defy danger.
Go dexterity. You've never let Raffin down before.
I did have +1 to every strength roll that I have.
Oh, that's
None of my failed rolls would have made it though, because
wow.
they were both 4.
Oof.
Okay, I'm just looking through to see if I can disable traps, pick locks, survey dangerous area. Okay, it's just a straight up dexterity check.
Oh. Yep, that is going to be enough to get away from the owlbear
Okay.
and clamber back up to relative safety.
See what I have.
Aww.
He just walked over, stood in my lap, and then flopped. Just hard flop. Collapsed.
Aww.
I think he saw my headphones and wanted to play with it, but I quick moved it because, yeah. Anyway, okay. Yeah, he will manage to escape.
Look, made a move.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sort of bleeding all along the way. Maybe that's his. Maybe that's his drawback for the 8 roll. Is leaves a trail of blood that the owlbear can track him by, or something.
The owlbear here is going to get on its feet again and spread its wing arms wide and give a horrifying shriek. And this thing really is like massive. Like it's 2 humans high at least. And
Wow.
massive arm span.
Okay.
And yeah, this thing is terrifying.
I am terrified. I'll try to imagine it.
I know, it's kind of weird the owlbears were too like fluffy and cute.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's not fluffy. Fluffy. Or Chippy. Chippy was the one. Anyway. All right. Is it moving up toward us?
It is just posing there menacingly at the moment.
Okay.
Agatha, though, has this owlbear clinging to her,
Mm-hmm.
and nipping and biting.
Yeah. Is she able to take it out? I think it is
Come
her,
on,
her
nice roll.
move, but
Did it roll for you?
no. And you just froze. And broke off. You'll figure it out. Hey. We'll just wait here for Sean.
Do you have anything to put the soup in? Some leftover soup?
Did you? There's those little rectangular.
You want me to try it in those?
There's a big one. Yeah, it might
Okay.
fit in that.
Okay. Twist me.
I'm gonna get up. Oh, never mind. I see you, Sean. Howdy, you're back.
Sorry,
You're fine.
that was weird, but
Agreed.
yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. Did you see Agatha's roll? Was it an 8?
No, I didn't see any of Agatha's stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Poor Agatha.
All right.
Okay. Alright. Agatha is going to, swinging wildly with her sword, going to be able to clip the head of this owlbear. And it will be confused enough to roll down the side here, down into the air vent, and there's a snarl of metal.
There's a
and-
screech of owl, a burst of feathers out the back.
Yes, yes. Shredded owlbear. Yes.
And the entire ship leans this way as the engine blows out, right? 'Cause that's anything
that-
going through a turbine is extremely bad.
Yes, this turbine is going to be pretty shot now.
It just outright explodes, maybe with flames coming off the side of the canopy, and we are all thrown off balance. Yes.
Yeah, you're all kind of jarred about, and you can hear down in the ship screams as Boffin says, "What is going on up there?"
At which Bertok yells back, "Owlbears! 4 of them! We killed 1, 2! But we're on fire! The engine's on fire!"
The engine's actually not on fire, but it's...
Well, Bertok is overreacting at this point and yells, "It's on fire! We're going down!"
The largest owlbear down here will charge at you, Bertok.
Mm-hmm.
Up the side of the balloon, it will charge at you. Make a strength defy danger.
Okay. I like when I take strength rolls, because I normally do pretty well on them.
Alright.
Tweety. You cool? Alright.
You manage to not take any damage from that charge.
Can I also, at this point, have lowered my sword blade to see if it will impale itself upon it
Sure.
as a strength defy danger?
That was a pretty good strength defy danger, so yeah, let's see.
Sweet. Just a straight up hack and slash. Oh.
Okay. The massive weight of the owlbear ramming itself into you despite the sword you have pointed at it is going to do some damage to you.
Okay.
Bertok. For damage to you, Bertok, that does not... That... your armor would block that.
Oh, so I'd take 1 damage.
Oh, awesome.
Because I have
That'd be
3
good
armor. 3
You got
armor
good
is
armor.
what I've got.
Nice. Okay. But the owlbear has rammed itself onto your sword. So, roll for damage for that.
Alright. 1d... I just roll. This Bertok. Try to make this as smooth. 1d10 plus 1d4.
Man,
Give him 10.
very nice. Okay, the large owlbear with that knife jabbed into its chest.
Sexy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The owlbear impaling itself onto the sword with its own weight will be severely damaged by that.
Nice.
Its weight is still pinning you in place, though. But
Yeah.
okay. So
nothing he can do but just stand there pinned against whatever this wall is surrounding the
right.
center
Yeah.
thing.
Raffin, are you up to anything?
Yes, Raffin, seeing that this owlbear is probably done for, is he noticed, or can he possibly sneak around for a backstab?
The owlbear's concentrated on Bertok.
So if I were to kind of scale around this way and come at it with a quick swipe of the sword.
As a backstab, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give that owlbear a backstab.
Oh, what is backstab? I need to remind myself.
Plus 1d6 to your normal roll.
Really? I don't see myself as having backstab, though.
Backstab. I think it's
Oh,
called cheap trick.
it's just a backstab. It's a move that I have, but it's cheap
Right.
shot. So, a 1d6. Okay. So first I have to actually succeed in a strength check. Which I do not. Again.
Oh my god, Raffin. Oh. Oh, man.
He skims off a couple feathers, giving the owlbear a haircut that phases it and leaves it nonplussed.
Roll for your damage, Raffin.
With the backstab?
No, without the backstab.
Okay. Straight one.
Okay. Okay, you're going to do no damage to that poor owlbear. Sorry. I tried.
I tried to be nice. That's okay.
Yes.
Raffin's doing terribly. At least he's probably leveled by now. If he's not gonna die.
That's true. The owlbear is going to completely ignore Raffin in favor of finishing off Bertok.
Mm-hmm.
With his massive beak, he's going to tear into Bertok, right into the meat of his shoulder. And he's got a good grip on him. He's going to tear and pull with his sharp beak. He's going to do the less of those 2 damages to Bertok.
Which is actually 4 with his armor, so.
But in the wrenching and tugging, your arm is going to come off, Bertok.
Ow. No.
The owlbear is going to swallow it.
Great.
Um,
I'm gonna give him this guard. Oh no. That's just crazy. Which arm? Is his sword arm? His not sword arm?
Let's say his not sword arm.
And you can steal my sword too if you want.
Well, if you did have a weapon in that hand, you drop it before it swallows it. So.
Oh, okay.
Whichever. Yeah.
Great.
If you have a. Yeah.
Okay.
Bertok, you scream as the owlbear chews off your arm.
Yeah. Any bleeding?
The main damage is already, yes, you are bleeding, but it's not life-threatening at the moment. It's not like you're not like losing hit points every round.
Oh, okay. I thought I would be, but okay.
Agatha will shriek and leap forward with her sword at the owlbear in defense of her little halfling friend. Oh my god. Okay, the sword blow is going to skitter off the thick feathers and fluff of this owlbear. Oh my god. Okay. Raffin. What are you up to? Oh my gosh.
Okay, Raffin's just about had enough of this. He sheaths his sword, grabs the owlbear by the scruff of the neck, and tries to haul on it and pull it backward, and possibly send it simply tumbling off of the side of the ship. Is that even possible? Is it way too big for him to even handle? If anything, he could try to distract the thing.
Yeah, if you want to help Bertok on his next move, you can do that.
That would seem reasonable. I will do an assist on
Alright.
him. Which that involves what? Aid. Okay, I'll just roll a d12 and call it whatever. Any bonuses I forgot?
You roll plus bond.
Which I don't have a bond. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did meant to say that. Never mind. We'll clear that up later.
Okay. 2d6. 2d6. Take that, aid.
It can't be. No. Oh my god.
On a 10 plus. Alright, so hauling on this owlbear simply makes it matter.
Agatha will also try to assist you guys. Please, Agatha. Do something useful this time.
Raffin wins by failed rolls alone.
Oh my goodness.
Check on that. Hi, Diego. Hey, settle down.
What's going on?
figure itself out. By the way.
You all done?
No. Okay, he's not back yet. His connection keeps cutting out, so.
Is what?
His connection keeps cutting out, so I'm waiting for him to get back. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, you scared of me?
Scared Diego, who was sitting at the bottom of the stairs in the basement. And as soon as I started coming down, he's like, I'm getting out of here. And came up past me. But then as he got closer, he got more scared and ran faster and faster. Just dashing up the stairs, streaking up the stairs.
Yeah, he's a little sketchy.
Little-
Skittish, that's what I'm saying.
A little neurotic, too.
Yeah. You think?
Hey guys.
Ah, there you are. Howdy, howdy. You back? Do I have the right ear? No, come back, Sean.
I like you sitting like that. Where did you put the tomatoes from yesterday? Up in the cabinet up there? I think I remember them up there.
Yes.
Can I reach? Oh yeah, come on. Ah! Try to hide it from me.
There we go.
Am I back?
You are back.
Sorry about that. Jeez.
Okay.
Alright. Last thing I saw, Agatha got a really good roll on that assist. So, Bertok, you get +2 to whatever your next move is.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
So, Bertok, it's your turn. As far as I know, your flail is on your belt, and your sword is stuck in the guts of this bear here.
Yeah.
And the bear just ate your arm.
Yeah. With all the strength he has left, Bertok is going to withdraw the sword halfway, push the hilt down, lever it down, and then just try to bring it up real fast. Take as much of this thing guts as he can. Take him out.
Okay, yeah. Roll for hack and slash for that. Ooh.
+2 is 8.
Yes, it succeeds. Okay. The owlbear is going to collapse.
Wait. I need to roll my damage because
Okay.
take that damage. 14.
Right, that
It
would
ain't-
almost kill it outright. Yeah. That owlbear is collapsed into a pile of guts and fluids.
Not able to hold the dead weight of the owlbear with one arm. Bertok just simply lets go with one hand, letting the thing take his sword with it. Does it tumble and land into the other turbine, spit out the back and a flurry of feathers? We lose both engines.
No.
Oh,
its
man.
claws are going to get tangled in the webbing as it falls.
Okay.
And it's going to lay there all in its gooey glory and among its guts is your arm.
Oh, excellent. He will not notice this, but hopefully Agatha will and do something about it.
Yes. Agatha is going to rush over to Bertok, put a quick tourniquet on his arm, and then say that, well, if we can find your arm, maybe we can reattach it somehow. She'll come down here and start poking among the guts carefully. I found it!
Yuck.
Oh, God. You guys carefully managed to get back onto the main deck of the airship. And after several days with only one engine, you guys managed to make it into Tyrium. And while you guys limp into Tyrium, Agatha will manage to brew up a healing potion and reattach your arm
Okay.
to the top.
All right.
So it's still a little weak. You're gonna have to wear like a
thing.
What's that bandage called thing? Sling. A sling.
Yes.
Um,
Don't leave me, Sean.
oh my God.
Wait, Sean. Diego.
I know.
He's on the railing, so I don't want to.
Oh, I'm sure he's okay, honey. Don't worry about it.
Except he's peering over the wrong side. Hey, twist.
Hold on. You're making Daniel nervous. Will you please get down? Here, why don't you go in your bed? Or not?
Check that laptop again. Things. Hey.
What's happening?
Nothing, I'm just going this way, freaking catch up. That's all.
sit in the fridge. So then that, let that sit in the fridge, and then when we're ready to eat, we can make our things.
Okay.
Because it's got like dried onions and it needs to soak up some liquid before it.
Yeah.
You guys all done?
No,
Is he out again?
no, he's out again. So. Nothing yet. I do not know why.
Have we got hungry kitties out there?
They're hiding in the bedroom,
Oh.
but
You might come out if I feed them.
maybe. Oh, you're back. Just as I was about to give up hope.
I'm sorry.
Not quite give up hope. I meant more like mute the stream and put a technical difficulties sign up. Which actually is not a bad idea.
I had to do like a full restart of everything here.
Yeah. That's fine.
Alright, during the few days, Raffin, do you want to use the alchemy set to brew anything that you know of?
Kitties!
I'm not finding my alchemy to be that useful though. That's my problem. I'm not sure.
Ouch.
It probably wouldn't hurt, but I don't have any spare vials.
You
Well,
don't?
I probably do, but I don't.
Yeah, don't go.
I mean, you can assume the alchemy set has
You
some
know where Twisp
vials.
is?
I thought you had 5 though.
You haven't seen us?
Oh, he was in the bedroom along with Diego. Might be under the bed though.
Okay. I'll go see where you are now.
All right. I know he did have a couple vials just by himself. Yeah, 5 vials. He does have 5 vials. Okay. I suppose he could try to mix up some paralyzing potion.
Alright, cool.
That would be helpful, especially when it comes to giant owlbears that don't go down with anything else. Because he can't use his dexterity or whatever. Yeah.
Alright, and Bertok probably gonna take it easy with that mending.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to rest up and
Yeah.
heal myself.
Don't want to detach it again.
No.
Yeah.
So let's see, just out of curiosity, because I like, yeah, Raffin comes up with 1 vial of paralyzing potion.
What's that now?
Raffin will come up with 1 vial of paralyzing potion.
Okay, cool.
Just because I rolled a 1 on my 1d4.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, so, it's been about a month since you guys have last been in Tyrium.
Yes.
And you have not had any. You've not had any contact. You okay?
By the bed.
Yes. I'm fine.
Okay. You've not had any contact with Tyrium since then.
Okay.
As you fly into the airfield, looking down, you will see that large sections of the outer circle of Tyrium's walls have been severely decimated and
Right.
destroyed.
Right.
As you fly into the airfield, the guards will take a few moments to realize that this is the airship that left a month ago. And then they will order you guys to stay where you are until Lady Elban can get there.
Yeah.
And so, this is what Tyrium looks like now.
Cool. Very cool.
Lady Elban will come to you guys looking very annoyed that about you guys stealing her airship, and will sort of judge you guys against the strength of the remaining guards here. The guards seem to be significantly fewer than what you remember there being last time. She will call up to you guys that if we would like to avoid any more conflict here. As you can probably see, we've just been pretty decimated. So if you guys would come and speak with me privately, we can try and resolve this whole thing without conflict.
I agree. Bertok agrees with this plan. Raffin looks a bit wary, being as how he's probably a wanted criminal in this particular town. He will elect to stay behind. Possibly whisper to Bertok that he would prefer to stay out of it, but would instead and rather meet up with some friends that he is needed to get in touch with.
Lady Elban will say that she would like to see everybody that agreement you guys had with her previously pertain to, which would be Bertok and Raffin and Ivan, but Ivan's not alive anymore.
Right. Okay, so Raffin's kind of stuck. Okay, well, he is going to keep a hand on his dagger the entire time, if that's the case.
Okay. Yep. Lady Elban and an escort of guards lead you through the ruined city here. Portions of the walls and houses look like they've been melted. Portions of the street have been undermined. The sewer is visible and similarly melted and scorched.
Okay.
It looks like a large portion of the population in the outer outskirts of town have been either burned or killed or something of that sort. So she eventually leads you to what she says is her temporary office in the surviving portion of Tyrium. What's the move everybody's camera to the click?
It's shift click. Shift click hold. It looks like you already did it, because I'm right on that corner now.
Okay, cool. Alright, so this is Lady Elban's temporary office at the moment. She has her papers along one wall, some machineries in the corner. And she invites all of you to sit down at the table. Boffin is tagging along with you guys as the engineer on the airship.
Yeah, he was the most trusted of everyone, and he still agreed to go off. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Lady Elban will say that, kind of reiterate that they have lost significant forces fighting in the recent disaster. And if they can avoid any kind of conflict where people lose more lives, that would be preferable. Boffin will have brought with him the previous paper with the agreement on it. Lady Elbin will request that paper and render that agreement void and no longer applicable. Because you guys made off with the airship and stole it for a month.
Got it. Okay, so we're not allowed officially to take it again.
What? She will. When she went to examine the airship, when she went to collect you guys, she will have examined the airship from her view on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And in this private conversation, she will say that you guys really brought that ship back in horrible condition. What in the world did you guys do? There's scratches.
It was not our fault. We were attacked by owlbears on the way. Like a whole flock of them decided to just start trying to eat the thing. Thought we were like a manta ray or something.
Oh, jeez, that's horrible. There's also scratches in it, and parts of the wood is eaten away. It's just a mess. So, as a type, I think its value has quite depreciated.
Too fast. Just say it.
Alara would love these.
Okay. You know, you could have done, and I would have got the same message.
Oh, never mind. What? What did you say, Sean?
Sorry, Sean.
He growled at you, cutely.
What?
He growled cutely at you.
As I see it, Lady Owen will say, the ship belongs to, still belongs to Tyrium. However, as it is a prototype, and as you are bringing it back in such horrible condition, and we have real ships that were built on the prototype that are being produced within a month. The Nautilus will be somewhat out of date. So, we will consider selling the Nautilus to you guys at a discount, because we do need the money now to help rebuild the city.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I see your dealings are quite desperate, eh? Still willing to deal with thieves and traitors.
Well, it's not quite as we're not quite that desperate. I do want to avoid losing any more soldiers, and if we try to arrest you, you will probably fight back. I imagine you've seen a few things on your travels, so I imagine it won't be peaceful if we try to arrest you.
Raffin shakes his head and says, "Sorry, I was channeling the spirit of Ivan there, the man who made this deal in the first place with you, and is responsible for our sense of distrust."
Oh, where is that Ivan, by the way?
He died. Well, we assume he died. We basically left him behind at one point.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh. Well, very well. Does that change anything? No, the Nautilus still does belong to us. We are, I think, willing to sell it.
For how much?
We're selling the new airships built off of the prototype's design for 20,000 gold. say 7,000.
Now I've got to figure out how much we actually have between all of us.
And at this point, Boffin will sort of sidle over to Bertok here and whisper that I do have my notes about the improvements that we were going to suggest. So if I offer that, she might offer a bit less.
Agreed. I would suggest you do so because we don't nearly have the amount that she's asking. And I really would like to keep the thing, obviously.
Boffin will grandiosely present his notes on improvements to Lady Owlbear. And she will, she'll start with one or two that say, oh yeah, we thought of that. But there are some things that they did not think of in their new airships they're producing. So she will kind of raise her eyebrows at some of it and say, okay, this is valuable. If we can implement these changes to our airships before they get launched, that will be valuable to us.
How valuable, though?
Oh, I'll cut it in half again. 35,000.
How much are 12 gems worth?
3,500. I'm sorry.
Right.
I calculated those gems with a nifty algorithm, which I can't find at the moment. They are 2,400.
All of them?
All of them together, yes. And I can't find it, but it's somewhere.
That's actually... If we could trim it down even further, that would be... Well, honestly, we are really, really, really close. I calculate our total worth minus stuff that we don't have a monetary value set on to come to 3151.
Ooh. Okay.
But to help put my question is, and he will relay this to Elban, he will say, in an out of character sense, to help the storyline along, give us some sort of purpose. What would you say to a payoff system where we go out and raise the 400 additional gold that we need in order to pay for this thing? And then bring the 400 back.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah. What other stuff do we have in the ship inventory?
We've probably got enough, but
yeah, if you wanted to go off and either sell some more of it or find some more loot and then bring it back, yeah.
agreed. We can give you the 3100 now.
Lady Elban will ponder a moment, and then say that sounds reasonable. if you can have that to us within, say, a few weeks.
I think we probably manage it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But however, I would like to adjust my down payment because obviously we'll need some for equipment and stuff along the way. And obviously we would be trimming a little bit out of our earnings for equipment and such.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, if we can start with paying you 3,000, then we'll have 150 extra that we can work with.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Lady Elbin will approve of that. We'll find a license that says you guys own the Nautilus and sign it over to you guys. And cool. How much gold did you give me? 3,000?
Yeah. Let's just say 3,001 to make it even on our side, so we don't have to keep track of 151.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give Bertok and Raffin both 75 gold each. And I've already removed the 12 gems from the hold. So.
Alright, cool. Awesome. So, you guys make that exchange. The Nautilus is now proudly yours. And you are
with
500 gold.
Yep. With 500 gold in debt.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. To the city of Tyrium. Cool. Alright. Lady Elbin will sort of, as a last sort of caution here, say that if we don't have the money by the end of several months, we will have to seek you guys out, and see about getting it back, because
understood. I mean, that's one of those obvious things in any type of situation like this.
Alright. Alright, so what do you guys, is there anything you guys want to do here? Do you want to resupply? Do you want to
I would
make...
I would like these guys to just sort of rest up, really. I mean,
Okay.
Bertok, while his arm is healed, is still down a bit. Raffin is probably down a bit too, and could use a day or two.
Alright.
And we're looking at 2 hours right now anyway, so it's probably good.
Yeah. Yep, we are.
Good to break and call it good for this time around.
Oh, I had so much more to get to today. Okay. All right. I think this is a good. I don't know whether to do a plot point now or when we return. Yeah. No, okay. We'll do it when we get back.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. I mean, yeah. I've got the bat signal on my floor.
How to get the?
Actually, Diego's ears are casting in through the window.
Aw, that's cute.
It is. Anyways, I'm gonna stop this stream and call it good.
All right.